Also, I was going to do the Maria bug today, which is... somebody came up with that, I forget. Oh, shit. But the idea of it is you use hacks to get the Historical Society key before you should have it. And then you just sort of go to the Historical Society with Maria rather than go to the hospital, because then the hospital, you go in that one room and it, like, it takes her, you know, out of the game, sort of. She stops following you. But if you have the Historical Society key, she'll follow you throughout the whole game. And another problem with the Maria bug is that James keeps accidentally shooting her, or else, you know, Pyramid Head or some enemy will kill her, and then that ends your game, and it's not even, like, your fault. So that's a huge pain in the ass, so I usually try to play that on easy, because otherwise, you know, Pyramid Head or someone will kill Maria when she's not even supposed to be there in the first place. So this is just a lot of running back and forth. I think when I reloaded the save, he didn't have the chainsaw anymore. I changed the texture on that, so that's sort of a bummer. But I know I had lost a bunch of files from the sites when, just during some site crashes. So I'm trying to take care of all that right now, as well as, you know, do some strange things like, you know, the games without faces and otherwise modified. Also, sometimes the dialogue tracks sort of get stuck, and that's just from me messing with the files, in case that happens here. I posted some cam hack pics of this on the Twitter a day or two ago.
It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here, anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
Sometimes I can press escape if things get, you know, too bad.
Business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
And I might need to reload another save where we have the Historical Society key in a minute, but let's go meet Maria first.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do you? See? Feel how warm I am?
You're really, 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 really,
And this is another area where it gets screwy and the dialogue track gets stuck.
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess.
Some of the water looks a little odd too. I had played through this a couple days ago. So I was going to try to do some streams of things that were, you know, either modified or weird or obscure. Like the PSP thing and the mobile games. I don't think I have the dog key in this one. On the save game. So I tried to edit some videos of Silent Hill 4, some of the cutscenes without faces, but some of the dialogues were not working. They weren't loading correctly in that either. So somehow I just keep screwing things up. And the sound files also, you know, get screwed up somehow. But I'll probably load another save file in a minute. So, because I don't think this one has the Historical Society key. And that lets us skip the whole hospital. The fog is very dense. So I would like to go to the bowling alley just to see Eddie and Laura, but after that I want to do the Maria bug thing. and that requires like using a trainer or hacking the game.
I'll wait here. I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to play.
Hurry back.
So what'd you do?
Okay.
Robbery?
So here's Eddie with no face, somehow eating pizza.
Ha! You're just a gutless fatso.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said cup, 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 cup.
I could go through Heaven's Night, but I don't want to go into the hospital because then I won't be able to do the Maria bug thing. And that's the part I think is fun because, you know, you go into that cell in the labyrinth and then there end up being, you know, two Marias. And I think I forgot to edit some of the textures also. One moment, I have to sneeze.
Eddie? Oh, you're James. We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember. But,
And where did the pizza come from? You know? Forget him. But yeah, I think the fun stuff comes in when you start having Maria follow you except for certain boss fights. And it's not fun because she keeps dying. There was a good part of Neko Run's stream the other day where James was sort of breakdancing right here, and it was very bizarre. On Nub Zombies channel, I think. Okay. So I'm not going to go too much further in this, and then I'm going to do the Maria bug thing. Okay, and you can't go too much further than that, or else it will, you know, remove Maria from following you. So if we reload in this area, you know, where we've pretty much just found Maria, and here's the old bronze key. And you shouldn't have that yet. You have to dig for that, you know, in the nighttime version of this area after the hospital. So now we have the bronze key where we should not. And Maria is following us, so that sort of weirds out the game, and then Maria follows you the whole way until the end of the game. And I think you can do this on console too, except I think I've heard that it crashes at the end boss if you do too many weird things. Guess I have the simple fog on. Change that later. Also, every time it crashes, it ends up going back to the crappiest graphic options. Let's see, advanced options. We want the noise effect off. Okay, so now the fog's back the way it should be. And this is the Historical Society here. Though it's really hard to see much of anything through this fog. It's kind of goofy looking sign there, I don't know, it's odd. Seems odd to me. And again, this is a place where Maria should not be, and yet here she is. Okay, nothing of value in here. It's him. And now we gotta go down this. Oh yeah. The HD collection fog, and it's sort of like squares or something. That was really odd. I haven't played it in a while. I mean, I still have my copy. I actually sold my copy of the HD collection after buying it because I was mad about it. And then I ended up buying another copy for cheap, so just to have it. Also, I need my glasses. Alright, somewhat better. But yes, the fog is a lot better. Lost Arrow. This is another area that Neko Run did a cool, like, zoom out to the side. And you can see, like, how enormously long that hallway is. I don't have my controller set up quite right, so probably gonna be sucky with fighting a little bit. Or I should probably just run by them. Where's that door with the paintings? I've been working on, like, actual, I don't know if they're, like, what would be life size of these, but I've been working on all three of these paintings, like, as oil paintings in real life. So I finished the Death by Skewering, but the other ones I'm still working on. Since I, like, ripped the texture so you can see them a lot better. Alright, where are we going? Oh, there's a hole. Sometimes Maria will walk out like onto thin air and sort of float there. But other times you can't see it. She somehow lands more gracefully. And James is like on his face. Just gotta find the part where he says, "This part is different," or whatever. Huh, this is different. I wonder if I can break it. This is the best weapon to use for this. I guess it worked though. And we need the spiral writing key. Also, I changed Maria's outfit to be blue, and her hair, the ends of her hair are blue. A couple other things. Changed the color of the pipe. These bugs really move strangely. You just gotta try a bunch of permutations of whatever glowing keys here. But yeah, I turned Pyramid Head's helmet blue and her clothes blue, and I might have done a couple of other things. Spiral writing key. Wish it showed what Maria was doing more. Sometimes strange things happen. Since she's not actually supposed to be here with us. There's a painting of the cafeteria on the wall there. Some of this is pre-rendered cutscenes, so he has his face now. But once it goes to the in-game models, then we'll switch back. And his shirt was already blue, so, you know, what could I do but change it to red? I like how some of the dialogue ends up, you know, like when they're fighting in that meat locker room, and James is like, you know, we're not like other people. And it just seems a bit sillier. Without faces, you know. Ah, there's our tablet. There's a painting of the cafeteria. In the cafeteria, which is kind of odd. See, this is our blue pipe. This sort of neon blue color. I was gonna change some of the things to some very, you know, shiny and happy colors, just like the HD collection. The streets, very clean, freshly paved streets of the HD collection. And I've done cam hacks in some of these, and it's sort of a pain sometimes, so I won't do that right now. I'll just let him kill me, I guess. Anything in here? Bullets. But I suppose I'll go through like another time and like specifically do cam hacks of certain things, but in this one I might skip over some of the things that aren't very interesting. Yeah, some weird symbols on the wall. This was always the area I thought was creepiest in this particular game. Can't do anything in that area yet. Courtyard. I think there's just health in here and this guy. Yeah, I don't even feel like fighting him. But yeah, I remember just the first time I ever played this. You know, this was... I sort of dreaded this area because it was like really creepy. I'm used to it now, but... I mean, a lot of the areas are more sad than, you know, scary in this game. You know, just sort of lonely. But this one, you know, is effectively creepy. If you hear any strange sounds, my dogs are like snoring on the floor next to me, so I apologize for that. It's not Silent Hill monsters. Can't get the door open. And sometimes I get lost in these, but what can you do? What's the stupid map? Oh, there's the map. Yeah, I need that in this one because I get lost between these two, like, cell blocks. That confuses me. Okay, so we've been through that one. Been through that one. I need to fix my controls because, like, fighting is a pain in the ass because of the way the controls are set up. Okay, and there's the lighter. I think that actually says Marlboro if you, like, zoom in on it. Like in the model viewer. Zoom in and it's got, like, I don't know, a cow or something, or a steer. Okay, I got a lighter. Okay, you can't go in those ones, but I like to try every door just so it shows up on the map as with the little, you know, red squiggles. We have the butter cakes in this room, which is very important, of course. Oh. And that's the thing that happens if you have Maria following you. Is, you know, you're shooting at an enemy, not paying attention to where Maria is, and you end up shooting her. Okay, so we end up back in the beginning. Damn it. I like my blue pipe, though. But yeah, that's why well, some of these might be on normal difficulty, but yeah. Now I have no idea where I am, right? Okay. Map. That's good. But yeah, the Maria thing is sort of a pain in the ass. when you accidentally shoot her. I don't usually do it like in, when I'm fighting regular enemies, but like in the 2 Pyramid Head part, yeah, you end up dying without really doing anything wrong, because Pyramid Heads will like put a spear through Maria, and then she dies, and then your game ends. Or Maria gets in front of you when you're shooting at something, and you end up killing her, and then you die as a result of that. So I'll try to remember to be a bit more cautious taking care of Maria. It's the men's room, I think, that has the save square. And especially when you mess with the game files, it's important to save a lot. Okay. I'd copied some save files, and they had like the whole folder was read only, so it wasn't even letting me save at some point. But at least I fixed that. Okay. So we don't have to redo that now that I've saved, thankfully. If Maria gets me killed again, like she did in this room last time, then I'm afraid to fight, because I'm afraid of accidentally killing Maria. This is another room where if you look at that case where you can't really see because of the camera angle, there's like strange wooden heads there or something. Kind of like in the director's office of Brookhaven. There's that weird painting, and you can't actually see it unless you use a cam hack. She's like through the bars. She's impaled. Okay, and we don't have all the stuff for that yet. Okay, I didn't go through those cells that have, like, the wax doll. And there's that shower area that I need to go through. So I was actually going through the forums earlier today to see if I had backups of some of those alternate outfits and things that myself and other people had made. Like, there were some good ones of Mary at the end of this game dressed as Alessa from the first game. And then there was a burned Alessa one. I think I was the one that made that from someone else's. But I was trying to update the modding FAQ because it was like severely out of date. Because I haven't had time for these things. Okay, what's in here? Oh, bullets. I feel like I've done this before because I have. Oh, right there. I've done cam hacks into the cell where that invisible monster is located too, but you can't actually see anything. Like, if you go in there, you can see the blood fly when you shoot it, but you don't actually see a monster. And then I think there's a bug in there, like one of those roach bugs. And some had speculated that the monster is a bug, but I'm pretty sure the monster is not a bug. It's just that there's a bug also in there. And the thing about the invisible prison monster is it's just invisible, you know. That way we can imagine it as much scarier than it probably really is. This is one with the weird paintings, but we'll go through all of those right now. Yeah, I'm sure it probably is. You know, it's to make you use your imagination. You know, what the hell could be inside of this? And you can see Maria's arm sticking out, you know, through the wall there. And go in another one of these, or it's like there's whispering in some of these. So I think Jeremy Blaustein said a lot of it was just nonsense, like syllables. Okay, we can go do that gallows puzzle thing. Because we have all the plates now. Like plaques, plates, I don't know. Whatever they're called. Okay. Just wanted to unlock that too, because that's always good. Okay, looking for the big doors. So this is them. Her face is just like floating hair. We have these strange pyramid headed figures there hanging somebody. Gluttonous pig and the seductress. Just wanted him to run off there and fall down, you know. Okay. We're done with this. Okay, now we have the horseshoe and all that, right? Okay. Oh, this guy's got to be in my way. I've tried moving the camera so you can see the top cells, but of course there's nothing actually in there. What way are we going here? No, gotta go through there. Through that busted interview room or whatever it is. May as well save, you know, in case a crash happens. I always like to save. But I was surprised some people were interested in some of the more obscure and weird things, but I guess it's because they're rarities like the PSP thing. So I was saying to someone I would probably do Silent Hill 3. Yeah, Silent Hill 3 next. Because I posted a picture, I just found my Silent Hill 3 CD number 1 for the PC version, which comes with 5 discs, which I had that backed up on DVD, but I was looking for the actual CD itself forever. And it was in with my Sega Saturn CDs in a CD wallet. So I got that out a couple days ago and started messing around with it. So there are a couple games on Sega Saturn that I like. And I sort of missed. I tried an emulator, but I don't know, I get this weird audio stuttering. Like, the graphics are fine, but there's this weird audio stuttering, so I gotta deal with that. And Maria always lands on her feet here. Okay. Right, you're in my way, Maria. No, another hole. Do I really have to jump through it? This is where she walks out into midair. Sometimes. Oh, she's starting. Wish the camera would, like, stay there longer. So I'm sure, like, other times I've done this, and you can see her just, like, walk out onto midair. Hold on, I gotta yell at my dog. Okay. To enter which room? This one? Or this? There's a delay on the messages, so I get confused sometimes. But yeah, she's just standing there, and James is face down. Enjoy that. Switch back here. Yes. I also put up some of these saves for download so that you don't actually have to use the trainer if you don't want to. Also did that with Silent Hill 4 with the, was it Action Replay codes? Somebody, like the Zone of the Gamers website guy, and I think that's been offline for a while. But he found those, I think he's the one who found them anyway. He found like the Channeling Stone and the Dirty Stone. There's a key and some other crap in Silent Hill 4. And you can unlock those with like a trainer or else codes. So I put up some saves for PC, you know, with those already unlocked. But that's, like I said, I'm trying to get like an organized and logical, you know, arrangement of save games. Yeah, that's not where we want to be. I've had Pyramid Head kill Maria in that area too, because if you like poke around in there, you know, he's down there too, and he'll just impale her with a spear. And then it's game over, of course. And then I start swearing. I think I figured that usually in these, like, the areas with the water, if you take, like, the first route, like the first ladder you come to, it's usually the right one. See if I can remember how to do this. Did I do that right the first time? Oh my god. But this is what I was talking about. There's 2 Marias now. At least once they get, the other one gets down the stairs.
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Are you hurt bad? Well, I don't have a face. And sometimes the cutscenes start bugging out.
What do you mean just for that?
Well, that's not supposed to happen.
You can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Wrong cutscene here.
Yeah? Why not? Well, now I always let people walk all over me. Like that stupid dog. He had it coming too. Eddie.
Do you want to touch me? But it's Eddie.
Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know. Good answer, James.
I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Okay, now we have the 2 Marias at one time. Yeah, suddenly he's thinking about Eddie. I don't think I've had that happen before, though. You know, the cutscenes switched around. Anything can happen, I guess, when you're screwing around with the files. And again, this is a Silent Fly program, so I'm just getting him into the cell. Just for the hell of it. And you can't really do much there, so no, I'll try to get him out of it again. Okay. I like that puzzle, though. The square head puzzle thing. Out of my way. Pardon me while I reload there. It matches his coat. And the layout of this really confuses me, so I end up going into the dead ends a lot. Yeah, looking for that one. Okay, that was the beginning one behind me. Then we want to cut these wires. Dead end again. So I'm pretty good at that. Oh, get out of my way. Okay. easier just to run by them. Dead end. Oh, here we go. Did some kind of hacks of like going down under and seeing those. Are they mandarins in this game? I think they're. Yeah. But I won't bother with that today. Okay. There's ladders everywhere. Okay. Did I? No. Okay, when I redid the files, it went over. I tried to edit those so they're all like uncensored, but then I guess I undid it. I think something went wrong here. You can always reload another save. Just kill that and start again. But pretty much, things crashing is the norm here. I'll have to fix the resolution in a minute. But yeah, like the music will freeze up and it'll loop sometimes, and sometimes like the dialogue will start repeating. So strange things have been happening with the audio files in general, whether it's the music or yeah, that's not where I wanted to load. What the hell? Labyrinth hallway. That's not the labyrinth hallway. So this save file is like corrupted now. Heck. But yeah. Okay, Bornelis. So this isn't right. Try loading another save, I guess. A crash occurs. Oh, safe graphic options. Then it screws with the resolution and the fog and everything else. So I'll have to fix that again. Position. moment here. Okay, well, while I'm fixing some things right now.